Hey, farm peeps. So, I'd say I'm a day late, $1 short. So, the straw harvest pack came out yesterday. Last night I did a video. Spent an hour figuring out how it all worked. Trying various things. Started recording the video. Then I realized my microphone was off. So there's a whole 40 minutes of me all not hearing anything I said. So today's the 13th, day after the pack's released. I watched a lot of videos, but I found a simpler way. I'll show you here in a little bit. So, if you haven't seen the pack, I'm going to show you. But, if you haven't seen the pack, I'll show you some things you might not have seen already. So, the straw harvest pack comes with bale grabber, 3 stacks, square bales high. Comes with these two can go on front loader or tractor. This is the 3 bale fork version. Again, front loader, wheel loader, tailender, front loader, wheel loader, tailender. This is only for a wheel loader, 5 bales. I'll show you that in a second. Then you got just a standard round baler, 12 mile an hour. You can change the net however you want to do it. Then you have now this is the same baler as I showed you in my video a couple days ago, balers. But it also has a bale collect on it. So it's virtually the same thing, but you get 15 miles out of this, 15 miles an hour out of that one. Versus, let's go to balers. Balers. Where are your balers? Square balers. Versus 11 miles an hour out of the base game. Is this even the base game one? It might be a mod. I think it's one that came in the base game. But anyway, same baler, but the one in the straw harvest pack, you can go 15 miles an hour versus 11. Something to think about. All right, and then we go back to packs. And then you have this little jewel here. This is a bale shredder. I'll show you how that works. You got round bale net and molasses. You got to have molasses to make pellets. Molasses and water. I'll show you that in a second. Don't need a flashlight. Alright, so let's start. Here's your bale net. You can put it up next to the baler and load it just like standard. Molasses has got to be on the right side by the tire. As you can see, load molasses. And you can see little molasses buckets being emptied out of the container. There we go. And for water, maybe I added water on the right side too. Well, there it is. Where are you? There you go. Start filling the water. Alright, so that's how you fill up the water and molasses. Now, I'm gonna make a mess of this. Let me do this with flashlight on. You need a forklift if you're going to do it in game, but you place this kind of right here beside the front, and it attaches. Okay, I didn't go far enough. Well, why are you not? Oh shit, I got it backwards. Ah. I did this last night too. Arrow towards the baler. There we go. Alright, so it attaches. You hit full bale shredder. Now you can't, this is not a mobile platform when you're doing this. Alright. As you can see, I'm doing this at night because that's just the time of the game. But you put the bale on there and it goes in there and grinds it up, turns into pellets. Too easy. Alright? Alright. So that's how that works. I need to just change the time. It's going to drive me nuts. Alright, there we go. Back to daytime. Alright, so there's our bale fork, 3 stacks high, 3 bales high, or 3 side-by-sides. We'd use off of that, off of the bale collector. Here is the big one. I'm folding it. Five bales. Nothing fancy, but it's pretty big. And you're gonna need a front loader. Alright. So, one of the problems with this that I have identified is there are not very many things you can dump this thing in. It's only 9,000 liters. So you're gonna dump a lot if you're in a big field. Now, the trailer is my standard 48-foot trailer, and as you can see, it will fit, but it scrapes and tips and automatically unloads. Okay, so it'll work, but not very well. You need to go down to something like this Anthem truck with the Rudolph bed on it. And it doesn't shut off. The only way to shut it off is to fold it. Alright, that I've seen. Alright, so you will need, it won't work on grain carts. Let me find my trailers. It won't work on any of the auger wagons, okay, because they're all specific to grains or whatever. So you got to look at trailers. Now you can go to smaller trailers. Most of these almost all these trailers will work from the Rudolphs up. The Crampy won't work because it's too tall. Neither will the Flegel. The Brentnier might, but I think it's going to be too tall. These Crohn's definitely too tall. And, you know, and you can see the problems. Not all these trailers will work. Okay. So you just got to kind of pick and figure out which trailers. The Baileys are good trailers. They're all short trailers, but none of the Crohn's will work, and Farm Tech's, Flegels, they're all too tall. There's another Bailey. This Bailey's 30 up to 33.4 thousand liters. So pick and choose your trailers, or go with the truck. All right. So it comes with 4 buildings. I got to turn my super strings off. Okay. So this building, and they all look exactly the same. All right. The first one is nothing more than an empty building. Okay. Storage shed. That's found in, oops. That's found in sheds. And it is midway down. 175,000. All right. I get you an empty shed. Use it as a machine shed, however you want to use it. The second one, both sides are exactly the same. This is a pallet and bale storage. You can see the X's just like you'd see on the border of a map. You can't go past them. Boing, boing, boing. It won't let you go anywhere past them. All right. Same with going in here. Let you go that far, and that's it. All right. That is found in silos. It is this one, 175,000. Okay. Also in silos is for 225,000. This other shed, which is exactly the same as the other two, except I won't have to talk over the door. Except it has the crane in it. And the crane in 1, 2, 3, 4 storage bins. Now, I discovered that tip anywhere doesn't work in this building. If you can figure out, or you know how tip anywhere to work in the building, let me know, because I couldn't get it to work. So the crane, you enter it just like any other crane. Hit E. W goes that way. S goes this way. A goes this way. D goes this way. Right mouse button up goes down, and of course back and forth. And both mouse buttons swingable. And if you hold them open, you can open and close. Alright. In this building, it really doesn't make any difference because you're not dumping anywhere, but you can use it to dump inside wherever. In the bins, you know, however you want to do it. You can also use this as a machine shed. Okay? A little more expensive machine shed. Oh, the other thing. If you look in the help menu there, X toggles the crane tool. So there's forks, so you can do loose straw. and then a pallet hook. Now it really doesn't do you any good in here, but it does in the other building. I'll show you that here in just a second. Alright, so that's our three buildings. Silos, sheds. Now, these are the same building. I've got two of them because I'm showing you two different methods of delivering to the factory. This is found in factories. Found in factories. Midway-ish. Kind of after there, right there. 350,000. Okay. Now, you can see, same building, except now it's got the palletizer in it with all the packaging. So, one method, A way. We're not Mandalorians, so it's A way, not the way. And I'm going to go first person here so you can see. But you have to, before you back it up, you got to pipe it out. And I'm going to be too far away. It's a pain in the butt. You're backing in a tight area. Once you get it back here, if you get it close enough, and I'm not close enough, so let me back this up. Let me straighten up. Let me back this up a little closer here. And it will automatically start unloading. Now, it's going to be kind of loud, but you can kind of see it's overflowing a little bit. But it's filling up. It's going into the machine, and bags of pellets are coming out. Alright? And it's fairly fast. I mean, look up this, it's pretty quick. So they go up there, and when they get to 5 stacks, 5 bags of pellets, it kicks them over into here. I'm going to shut this off because it's loud. Alright, so still kicking them out. Now the pallets, you don't have to renew pallets, you don't have to buy pallets, you don't have to buy bags. They magically get reordered and reappear through invisible workers who stack them and fill the machine and all that. So don't have to worry about it. But the automatic stacker stacks these things. Nice little robotic conveyor system here. Another one should be coming here pretty quick. There it comes. Still running. Must be full. Alright, we should be pretty close. I think one more stack and it will go down the conveyor belt. No. They're still going. Alright, here we go. Stacks it. Drops it. Oh, we're going to get one more stack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Must be 7. 7 stacks of pellet bags. Wow, okay, I was wrong. We're gonna get another one. What do we got here? Okay, there we go. This should be it. Alright, there we go. Now, goes down the conveyor belt, comes over on this one, and stops and poofs. It is now a wrapped, plastic wrapped pallet of pellets. So you can get your forklift, stick it on there, load up your tractor, or if you remember, I talked about the crane using the old X tool. I just ran over that, but that's alright. And I'm not any good with this. I've never been good with cranes. Let's see. There's a way to make it bigger. I'm not sure what it is. Spinny. Anyway, you can make it wider. But you get the idea. You drop it down, pick it up, move it over onto a truck. Very time consuming, it takes a long time. To me, a forklift would be much better way of doing it. Alright. Now, additionally, you could hook up the conveyor belt system, which I think Farmer Cop did, or DJ Go Ham, one of the two. I can't remember, maybe both of them did, but using this piece and this piece, you can hook those up. You could even use that if you wanted to extend it way out the door. If you hook them all up, you can dump out here and it goes in the conveyor in there. Okay. The downfall of that process is to get any of the pallets out, you got to take the conveyors out. So this method, you don't have to take anything out. You can just drive your forklift in, take stuff out. Alright. So, long process to build enough pallets to really make any money at it. But if you store your pellets in bulk before you put them in here, this would be something you could do over the winter. So you have winter income while you're waiting for the snow or whatever to go away, or while it's cold and you can't do any groundwork. So good winter project. I don't know, project maybe, but something you can do over the winter, because this is not, like I said, it's not a quick process. Alright. The second way of doing this, I discovered this entirely by accident. You don't need a conveyor belt. You don't need to back the damn thing in. You literally bring your truck straight from the field. And you back all the way up. There's a hidden trigger. And it dumps right in the bin. To me, this is the way. And when it's full, the bed dumps. When it gets empty enough, the bed will dump. And as you can see, we're now making pallets of pellets. Simpler, faster, And you don't gotta muck with a bunch of backing stuff in and getting it lined up. Use your truck. And if you're using a trailer, back your trailer in. If you're doing good at backing trailers, which I'm not, depending on what kind of trailer you got. Some of them have that funky trailer front wheel that goes all different directions when you try and back it up. But to me, there it goes. Dumping automatically, the truck's not even on. So you could literally walk away and go do something else, and that truck will fill. To me, this is the way. Good way, okay way. However you want to role play it. To me, fast, simple. If you got 2 or 3 trucks, bring one in, set it up and dump it. Go back to the field, start filling up another load. Alright. Now, there's one thing I haven't shown you yet. Was it in the packs? It is not in the pack. Okay, so you don't see it in here, but it is here. If you go into sell points, it is in here under the pallet sell point for $500. And we'll move this, we'll put it up here so you can see. Alright. We'll go over here. Where am I at? And this is what it looks like. Okay. Dump trigger. And if you look on pricing, it shows up, and we're looking at hay pellets. Go down here to the H's. Hay pellets. $761 per what, 1,000 liters? Versus 422 at the animal dealer, 412 at the farmer's market, 420 at the train. At the pallet sell point, you can put it right on the farm. Or if you want to role play it, go put it at the co-op or the elevator or wherever, at the farmer's market. You could literally role play this however you wanted to do. You could put a blank building and stick this in it. However you want to role play it. But it's there. So just taking our truck, not the tractor. And if we fill it up with hay pellets, $18,000 liters. Now this is bulk, mind you. So 18,000 liters of pellets will gain us how much money? $13,000. Now hay itself, let's look at pricing on just hay. Hay is $90 roughly at the animal dealer and farmer's market. So you're getting $110 more, or no, shit, $310 more selling at animal dealer farmers market, and $600 more at the pallet sell point. And it doesn't matter. Pull this out of the way. It doesn't matter. Let me spawn some pallets. Let's see. Farm all. Okay, there we go. Go to the hay. FGH. Oh, there we go. Hay pellets. So this is 2,000 liters for $1,500. So, a couple ways you do it. You could do this totally without the shed and do it by bulk. Or you can do the pallets. Now, one thing I didn't test, I guess I probably should have tested. Will the grain bins take pellets? I did not test that. So let's jump in our handy dandy truck. Pull this puppy up with hay pellets. And let's see. Can we even store them in a silo? We cannot. Okay. What about a bulk silo? Sell that off. Bulk silo. Let's find us some bulks. Screw it. Underground storage. Bulk silos. Turn sideways. Alright. Let's see about dumping it in a bulk storage barn. I guess, frankly, if you're going to store them over the winter, you have a place to put it, right? So, cannot dump in that building. So bunker silos don't work. What about where are we at? Where are those bulk things at? somewhere. Bulk materials. The bulk material bins take this. They will. Alright, so you can store in bulk. The bulk bins will take hay and straw pellets. Alright, good to know. So, several different ways of doing it. You can store them over the winter and run this. That tractor, or bulk store it and run it like this and just go back and forth from your bulk storage into here. Okay, so we got storage. We don't have to do it all at once. We can either sell it in bulk or we can sell it by pallet. Anyway, for me, I'm going to go this route with bulk storage. Store it in bulk, and then over the winter, when I don't have any income coming in, I'm going to make pallets. Or just sell it in bulk. Either or. You could literally not even have this building and just have it in bulk storage and take it right to the sell point. Anyway, multiple ways of doing it. So, interesting free DLC from Giant. So, pretty cool. Straw harvest pack. Several different methods of doing things. Multiple buildings. Multiple tools. I like it. Thanks for watching. Kansas Farm Guy loves you. Hit that like and subscribe. Subscribe. And put comments in. I like to hear from you guys. I get a few emails once in a while, and a few people are commenting, but I love to hear your comments on how my videos are, okay? I can't make things better if I don't get any feedback. So, from Kansas Farm Guy, once again, thanks for watching. To like and subscribe. We'll see you later.